Good afternoon, everybody. And my name is Marjan, and I'm from Thetford, and I would like to present to you our new Indus waste management system, which is really the next level of RV sanitation. And when we were developing this product, we wanted to make life become much easier for the people that have to empty the waste holding tank. Yeah? Well, welcome. And I hope you will be happy with our solution. So we did some research to really find out what is bothering people, actually. And the first point was that most people say that the waste holding tank is the limiting volume in their RV. And the majority empties that tank after 2 to 3 days. So off-grid time is very limited. And the most annoying while emptying the cassette is the splashes, it's the smell, it's having to go to a discharge location, and the rinsing of the cassette. So we thought at Thetford, what if we can change that? What if you don't have to manually dump the cassette? What if my off-grid time for black water is extended up to 7 days instead of the 2 to 3 days that I currently have? But also, what if I don't have to care about additives for 4 weeks? And what if I can just simply enjoy my holiday instead of being bothered by handling my wastewater? And today and this week, we proudly launch the Indus wastewater system, the next generation in RV sanitation solutions here in Australia. I will show you a short video that explains the system, and later on I'll go through some details. So the Indus system consists of several components: a toilet, a black water tank dosing module, a grey water tank, and a discharge module, and an app. And it enables you to go off-grid for an average of 7 days. The tanks are integrated in the vehicle. We will now show you the flows of all the wastewater. So first of all, you have fresh water that goes to the sinks and the taps and to the toilet. Grey water is collected, as you know, in the grey water tank. And when you use the toilet, you fill up the black water tank. Once your tanks are full, Indus will provide you the opportunity of one-stop discharging. That means that your black water tank is emptied first. After that, the grey water is pumped into the black water tank. It rinses the black water tank and the hoses and the discharge grid. So as I said, we have 5 modules that I will explain to you now in a little bit more detail. And we start with the toilet. It's a modern-looking design, and it saves fresh water because we are reusing grey water for flushing. So instead of using always fresh water, now you can save heaps of that because of the grey water reusage. When there is no grey water available, for example, at the start of your holiday, there is still the connection with fresh water, so you can still flush your toilet. The toilet has a soft closed seat and cover, and it is a freestanding toilet, offering way more flexibility in bathroom designs. The toilet user interface has 3 buttons. One for a big flush, 500 milliliters of water. One for a small flush, 200 milliliters of water. And there is a 3rd button in which you can open the valve of the toilet itself. As this toilet is a macerated toilet, it will make some noise while running the macerating process. If you don't want to wake up anybody during the night, you can simply only open the valve, use the toilet, close it again, and flush the next morning. Then on the additive dosing. The in the system is using additives, and it's fully automatic, and it's for grey water, for black water, and for flush water. In order to be able to reuse grey water for flushing, we need to use additives to do that in a safe way. The flush water additive is adding some color and improving the flush. And the 3rd additive is the black water additive, which is similar to the additives you know that are currently used in the cassette. The big benefit of automatic dosing is that it's dosing exactly what is needed. So in case of high ambient temperatures, there's a higher dosage than when you have low ambient temperatures. They ensure a trouble-free operation, and they are for 3 to 4 weeks of use. So that means that during your holiday, you don't have to think about additives or replacing anything for approximately 4 weeks. The tanks are integrated in the vehicle. And with that, we could extend the off-grid time because the tanks are bigger. We are displaying here on the Melbourne show a vehicle at Avon with, for example, a 45-liter black water tank, which is more than twice as big as the current cassette. The wastewater is auto-circulated 4 times a day. We need to do that to be able to discharge the tanks easily. And the grey water, like I explained earlier, is used to rinse the black water tank, the hoses, and the discharge grid. Then the discharge device, the final step of the in the system. We offer one-stop discharging of both black and grey water, and it means you have to discharge less frequently because you only have it in one step and you have bigger tanks available. It's very flexible, it's hygienic, it's easy, you don't have to touch it, you don't see any splashes anymore, you don't have the smell anymore. You just simply put it on the grid and that's it. So no need anymore to touch or even see any unhygienic parts. This is the user interface of the discharge device where you can start the discharge process, and there's also a storage process in place at the time that you store your vehicle. We also have an app that will show you everything that you need to know on this in the system. It will give you real-time information on off-grid time, on tank levels, on cartridge levels, and on nearest discharge locations. So in case, for example, that your tanks are full, the app will give you a notification. And it will tell you, okay, now it's time to discharge the tanks. If you don't know where to go, you can find in the app the nearest discharge location. You can press it, and you will get the directions to that point. There are also some system settings and notifications for also when cartridges are empty, or in case of an error, you will also see it on your app. In case you even want to be off-grid for a longer period of time than the 7 days, we offer the mobile holding tank, which will give you 2 to 3 days extra. It's a 90-liter holding tank, which can be emptied at a designated disposal point. And as you can see here on the screen, the discharge device fits on that perfectly to make sure that also you rinse it splash-free. So, if you look at the Indus system, you will go from an average of 2.7 days to up to 7 days off-grid time. You will go from walking around with a cassette to one-stop discharging. You will go from taking too much time to only one efficient action. You will go from bad smells and splashes to a far more hygienic way. You will go from regularly dosing additives to automatic dosing. And you will go from guessing when to empty to knowing when and where to empty. So Indus will offer you much more convenience, much more a hygienic way of sanitation in your RV, and much more freedom with the extended off-grid time. And I would kindly invite you to come and visit us at our booth, where we display the system itself. And we will also be more than happy to take you with us to the Avon stand, where there is a prototype in one of their motorhomes with this system. And then I would like to thank you very much for your attention, and have a great day.
Oh, that's a big and. For the Victorian Caravan and Camping Supershow, the biggest and best and the most exhibitors and the Adventure Zone and the Kids Zone and the RV Master Stage and lots more. And only $20. Melbourne Showgrounds, February 19 to 23. Tickets at caravanshow.com.au.